So there's something else. There's something else I forgot to mention about this last year. There's a couple things, but we'll start with the first. Okay, I forgot to mention this. Um, she told me she would sue me if I was speaking publicly about this, right? And I said, well, then go ahead and sue me then. Listen, I bring up two incidents. There are far more than two incidents. Okay, far more. I have a long history. I just bring up that one specifically because it was the one that plagued me the most in life. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Right? The other ones are far more obvious and just too young to process, I guess. And then this has gone on throughout adulthood. The reason I don't trust her with my children is because I've seen her do things to my children and gaslight me in the process. She's a very interesting individual. She's the type of person that will speak on a child's development, right? Not even her child, like a child's development in front of you, and everybody's like, oh yeah, sure. Nobody else talks like that but her. And my brother actually speaks like that as well. They both are like that. And uh nobody like really bats an eye. And so she gets off on talking about children in front of people. And then she'll do it like when I'm on a call with my daughter, all loud in the background, because she knows she's triggering me, you know? So yeah, she said she was going to sue me, even though there's been a video revealing that information online for 3 years, and I know you've seen it. The reason you won't sue me is because at the very least, well, thank you very much. At the very least, you have I still have text messages of you sending your pictures. The pictures aren't there, but the conversation is. Sue me. Do it. You're not going to. And you can all act like you don't watch my channel, but you do. And I know that you do because I did a reading and it said something about preterm birth complications, Gemini. And then my sister wouldn't let me touch her belly because she don't believe in tarot. How you even know I do tarot? I don't talk to you. So that's there's more. What? I'm not gonna say that because I don't know what that implies. Okay? But anyway, that is something that I did not add. She threatened to sue me. And that shit has been online for 3 years. And so sue me then, bitch. Oh, sorry, I'm speaking about my mother. Oh well. Also last year, it was so brief. It happened so quick that I forgot about it. I was hanging out with my birth sister, one of them, random. Also someone who canceled on me frequently, and she was living in her car, I guess, but not really. And she would come out here, or she would say she was coming, and then she wouldn't show up. And like, I'm planning and moving things around. That shit just really irks my nerves. But I'm a Taurus as well, so you know, stability, routines, all that stuff. I really like that. I have a stellium in Taurus, so, and in Capricorn. Doing that to me is just infuriating, right? But here's what made me stop fucking with her, okay? Um, she asked if she could send like a couple packages here. Yeah, sure, that's fine. A couple packages turned into 20. And she kept sending them. And I asked her, please stop sending packages here. I thought it was going to be like a couple. Stop sending packages here. She wouldn't fucking stop. She sent another one. Didn't say nothing. And then, you know, asking, like, hey, do you have any packages? She had no respect for my house. I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. You cannot do that. And then also, I have so little space in my closets. I get really frustrated when they get too full. I do not like that. I'm very particular, okay? Again, I'm going to see a neurologist soon, actually. I've been referred because, you know, some of the things are a little extreme, right? So, yeah, that was something that happened last year too, but it happened so quick. It was like 2-3 months, and I was like, hey, yo, we're done here. We're done here. And I don't like when people cancel too much, rearrange my plans and shit, and then don't show up. And that shit just irks my fucking nerves. It's like, I have respect for people's time. You gotta have respect for mine. That's just, come on. That's just basic 101. So we got into it as well. And real talk, I think she was feeding information to the other siblings. Even though she's on my alleged father's side. I see the resemblance, you know, I see it, I guess. But it's like, yeah, so that didn't work out. And she's the oldest. She's the oldest on that side. And I don't know if y'all know this, but my alleged father has like 15, 16 kids. I'm like number 14. So insignificant. She's like so special because she was number one. And then on my mother's side, the youngest is his last. So I don't have a relationship with any of those people. I don't know any of those people. I just knew her. She's like, oh, I'm so happy to hear from you. And then just did this fuck shit, you know. So between her, the other chick, the neighbor, my mother and sister, dude, I just had too much going on, and I wasn't being dramatic. That's the thing about it. It's very important. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just doing my regular schmegular everyday shit, okay? These people have issues. Like, I even told her she should probably consider therapy. Like, she was telling me some stuff, and I was like, you know, I think you'd benefit to go to therapy. I don't think that therapy works for everyone, okay? But you don't know until you try it. So I suggest that to anybody, right? And she, no, I'm fine. Girl, I don't think you are. You know? I was like, this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? And so when they're refusing to do the work, it causes them to be like really disrespectful people. And then when you call them out on it, suddenly you're the bad guy. When it's like, no, you're messing up my peace here. You're doing too much. You're doing entirely too much. Entirely too much for someone you don't know. Just because I'm your sister doesn't mean that you just get to do whatever the fuck you want. And as far as I'm concerned, that's never been proven. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do a test against her. I want to do a test against the younger one. Oh wow, I've never told this story. So I want to do a test against with the younger one, because the younger one is for sure his child. Like, she came in the era of DNA tests. Okay, so the oldest one, it's not like DNA tests didn't exist when she was born, but she's older, and they're more in the era of, you know, I'm not saying their moms are, oh, this just sounds so terrible. I'm not saying their moms are fast or anything like that, okay? But what I noticed, there's a lot of moms. All the kids have different features. It's kind of hard for me to like, how do I know that when I test against you, you for sure is his kid? But with the youngest one, I know for a fact we have the same mom too. So I would rather test with her to verify if that's my father. Here's the fucked up shit. She won't do it unless we do it on like a TV show. Yes, let's humiliate our mother on TV, right? Our deceased mother at that. And not only that, they did. I actually did. I was really desperate to do it, right? I really wanted to do it. Yeah, it was. It was messed up, Leroy. So I was really desperate to do it. And in 2020, uh, damn, life be so fucked up. There's so much shit that goes on, and it just goes right. You still living, so whatever, right? So I applied to one of these shows, and that particular day, I had went to court for Aaron. It was like the first court date, and this is this is October 2019. And I got into a fist fight with Aaron's dad in the middle of this, I don't know what you call it, strip, like restaurants and all that stuff. And then it started pouring rain. And the producer called me and I hung up on her. And so she texted me back. She texts me back and she's like, I can't remember what she said, but she was really fucking mean. And she didn't understand, like, I can't hear you. I'm in the rain. I said something like, I don't know who this is. I gotta call you back. I'm in the rain. And I hung up. And she's like, well, that was ruined. So that chance won't happen. So I won't be finding out, who my dad is that way. But yeah, those are the two things that I forgot to mention about last year. And just so you know, Kathy, I'm not afraid of your threats at all. You can sue me if you want to. There is at least proof of the pictures, okay? Everything else is just, my word against yours. But I have very many accounts, so I have many accounts. And that's not even including some of the other stuff, because there's other stuff, because you were doing this, your husband, and whoever else, because there's somebody else involved in this shit, because I guess most of the kids, me and my sisters are like some of the younger people in the family. My sister, my cousin who was involved in this, and his sister, we're the youngest. Like, how many people is that? I think that's 5 or 6. We're the youngest. So there's a very large age gap between some of us other cousins and stuff. There was some stuff going on between the kids too. That's only possible when people are doing shit. So you went through that whole family. If it wasn't you, it was somebody else. But it was somebody in the family, for sure. For sure. Because we were all doing it. So you can go ahead and try to sue me if you want. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Good night.